Hello everyone, today we are going to be doing a killer 15-minute follow-along workout for martial arts. It's going to be footwork only. So we are going to be moving around non-stop for 15 minutes, possibly longer. Just make sure that you've properly warmed up and stretched out because you're definitely going to feel this one tomorrow. The instructions are going to be on the screen, so make sure that you're looking forward and following along. Some of these sets are going to be timed, some of them are going to be in reps, but all of these are going to be fun, so let's get started. So the first one that we're going to do is a stationary fighting stance. Just get into whatever fighting stance you like to work with and start bouncing up and down. We're going to do this one for 20 seconds. You're going to see different angles from me here. You just keep your eyes forward. This is more so that you can get a look at the drill from different angles, but you just want to keep your eyes front and bouncing. We're going to switch sides in a few seconds and we're going to do the left side fighting stance. Now the left side fighting stance is going to be exactly like the opposite one. Make sure that you're always working both sides. No matter what martial arts you do, you have to make sure that you're constantly drilling both sides because that's how you're going to become well-rounded. Make sure that your hands are up, make sure that you're bouncing. Try to keep those heels off of the ground for as long as you can. When you're not as tired, it won't be as draining on you, but the more tired that you get, the harder it's going to be. Now we're going to switch to an in and out fighting stance. So now shuffling forward and back. Always trying to keep your fighting stance, especially your legs, the same width apart. You don't want them to shorten or to widen too much because that's going to affect your ability to move. This is more of an aggressive fighting stance when you're trying to close the distance or confuse your partner, but we're going to make sure that we work at both sides here. Now let's go ahead and switch. Make sure that your hands are up and that you're looking forward. Again, you really don't want your feet to drag, so keep those heels off of the ground and bounce. It doesn't have to be too heavy. This is actually a great workout that's low impact for anyone that wants to work on their footwork, but you have to make sure that you're pacing yourself. It's not going to be too fast. We're going to get to harder ones in just a sec. Good job. Let's switch to the next drill. Now this one's going to be a little bit harder. We're going to shuffle a little bit more. We're going to do 2 shuffles in and 2 shuffles out. This is a great drill for karate workouts as well. Just make sure that your hands are up, and you can obviously widen your stance. You can move a little bit more aggressively or a little bit faster if you want a harder workout, but always moving, always with your hands up. 2 shuffles in, 2 shuffles out, 2 shuffles in, 2 shuffles out. Here's another angle, making sure that you're moving. Your feet have to move together. Very rarely are we going to move one foot and not the other. We'll get to some of those drills in a bit, but for these drills where you're in your fighting stance, everything moves together. And now we're going to do the left side. So many times I hear people say, well, no, I only want to work one side or my side. And that's no good, especially in martial arts as far as competitions go. If you're someone that likes to test yourself and see how your skills apply, you need to be proficient with both sides. Sometimes your favorite side isn't going to be open. Sometimes you're going to hurt yourself, whether it's kicking someone in the elbow or jamming up your hand. You have to be at least able to work with your opposite side. It's not bad if you have a preferred side or a favorite side, but here we're going to work everything both sides. Nice. We're going to switch drills right now. And now this one's going to be a little bit of a tricky one. Make sure that you watch it. You're going to shuffle in, out, and switch sides. In, out, and switch sides. This is going to be a timed round. In, out, and switch. The switch is when you come back to your original spot. So move forward, back, and switch. Forward, back, and switch. This is a great footwork drill just to kind of get your movement down. This also opens up side angles. So being able to move side to side or shuffle out of the way of an oncoming attack. And now let's try 2 shuffles in, switch, 2 shuffles out, switch. So watch the footwork. If at any time you feel like it's a little bit too fast or you want to kind of just redo it or check it, pause the video. There's not going to be any breaks in this video, so if you need to take a break, pause the video as well. But this is 2 shuffles forward, switch, 2 shuffles back, switch. And again, we're going to do this one for 30 seconds. So shuffle forward, switch, shuffle back, switch. Nice work. Now this is going to be a little bit of a slower one, more of an active recovery. We're just going to step in 1 and slide out. Step in 1 and slide out. And you notice with the last couple of drills that we've done, there's no need to repeat an opposite side because we're constantly working both sides. So this is one of those drills. You're just going to step in, slide out. Good, we're almost done. We're going to move to the next drill right now. Looking forward, hands up. Nice job. Now we're going to upgrade our footwork. We're going to take 1 step in and slide out. Follow that with 2 steps in and slide out. So 1 step in, slide out, 2 steps in, slide out. When you see these drills where we're starting to combine footwork, the most important thing is that you get a good rhythm in. So try not to go too fast, try not to leave too many gaps in between the footwork, and just continue to kind of flow. We want to make it smooth. We're going to add a 3rd step right now. So in, out, 2 in, out, finish that up with 3 in and out. These stepping drills are going to be a little bit more difficult, especially if you don't have a lot of space. So make sure that you're constantly sliding out. If you feel like your steps are getting a little bit shorter, that's okay. Notice that the quick steps, I'm kind of just pushing my hip towards that final step so that I don't occupy that much space. You're going to want to do the same. The important thing is once you start to not stop. So you might want to do a 1 and a 2 and get a little bit tired. We want you to finish through to the 3. If at any time you need to pause the video, go ahead and do so. But when you start a drill, make sure that you go all the way through. Just a few more seconds. Step in, slide out. 2 steps in, slide out. 3 steps in, and slide out. Awesome job. Now take this moment to catch your breath and watch the next sequence. We're going to build towards a more difficult version of the 1, 2, 3. This is going to be a switch, spin, and step combo. So switch, spin, and step. We're going to break it down step by step. Make sure that you're working both sides. But we're going to start with a switch and slide out. As you see, we're going to add the switch with a spin forward and slide out before finishing up with a switch, spin, and step and slide out. Practice it a few times. Just get the footwork down, break it down step by step. Switch, spin, slide out, and switch, spin, step, slide out. This is going to take you a few times to get it down. This is all practice. You're not even being timed right now. Just make sure that you're moving, that your hands are up, and that you're not leaning too much with your shoulder. That's a very easy way to get dizzy. Now we're going to piece together the sequence. Switch, spin, slide out, switch, spin, step, slide out. Trying to keep everything in a straight line. So looking forward, 1, 2, 3, slide out. Here's a side angle. We're trying to piece it together more consistently and keep practicing. We're going to start in a little bit. I'll tell you when. Right now we're just going to get it down with not as many pauses. And when I say go, non-stop. Ready, set, go. 45 seconds. Switch, slide out. Switch, spin, slide out. Switch, spin, step, slide out. If you have the chance, finish one and start with the other side right away. If you have to switch angles, go ahead and do so. But from the moment that we start, there's no stopping the footwork here. Switch, switch, spin, switch, spin, step. You're almost done. Keep moving, keeping your hands up. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Always sliding out. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Awesome job. We're almost done. Alright guys, let's slow it down for you a little with this basic footwork drill, but it's still going to give you a workout. We're going to do 1 in, 1 out, 2 in, 2 out, 3 in, 3 out, and repeat. All shuffles, all footwork, non-stop. We're going to do this one with both sides, so make sure that you're working right, make sure that your hands are up and that your legs are open. We're doing 1 shuffle forward, 1 shuffle back, 2 shuffles forward, 2 shuffles back, 3 shuffles forward, 3 shuffles back, and start again. No pauses, no breaks. Keep your hands up, keep your eyes front, and your legs moving. If you weren't feeling it before, you're definitely feeling it now. I'm sure some of us might want to just turn off the video and go sit down, but we're almost done. We're almost there. And I promise, the more that you do this drill, the more that you practice these kind of techniques, the better off you're going to be at doing them, and the more that they're going to be able to help you in your sparring. If you make a mistake, that's okay. Just keep on going. We're going to go ahead and switch sides now. Same exact drill with the left side. And this is what it takes. If you want to be good at your footwork, if you want to be able to move well, you got to work both sides. Over the years, I've heard people say that it's not the most fun thing to work on, especially when you're not throwing any strikes. But this is a very important aspect. I'd argue it's probably one of the most important aspects of not only martial arts, but self-defense in general. The ability to dictate distance and the space between you and somebody that wants to hit you is super important. And I think that it's something that we all wish we can practice a little bit more of. And this is what we're doing now. We're trying to make sure that we control the distance, that we control the space, and that we're able to move in when we want to move in, and that we're able to move out when we want to move out. So keep on going. We're almost done. Just a few seconds left, and we'll move on to the next one. All right, guys, so with the next couple of drills that we're going to do, we're going to slow everything down and do some basic techniques. This one is pretty similar to one that we did earlier in the video. We're going to fake a knee forward, drop the leg in front, and slide out. We're going to pick that knee up, drop the leg in front, and slide out. Almost like you're faking a kick, dropping the leg in front and sliding out. And we're going to do this non-stop for 45 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. You're kind of making your partner think that you're throwing something, dropping the leg in front and making space. A lot of times this will force your partner to commit to a strike. And once we get that space done, we can counter with a strike of our own. So just a few more seconds. 1, 2, 3. And let's move on to the next one. This is going to be an angle out. So from our fighting stance, that back leg is going to angle out 45 degrees. Make sure that you're facing forward, that your hands are up, and that back leg shuffles to the side. So angle out so that you're facing in an opposite direction. This is a great drill, and we're going to do this one with both sides. You're going to make sure that you avoid getting out of the ring in this situation, or a lot of times you don't want to move back too much. So we're just going to angle out, bounce, breathe, angle out. 1, 2, and angle out. Good. These angle out drills, we're going to do them 8 times in total. So you're going to be able to stay in one spot, bounce, breathe, angle out. Good job. All right, now we're gonna step in before we use that back leg to angle out. So same exact drill, but we're gonna lead with a step forward. So that right leg is gonna step forward, and then your back leg is gonna angle out. We're gonna do this 8 times with each side, and then we're gonna add one more drill before we finish with a special round. So work the left side now. Left leg steps forward, right leg angles out. Left leg steps forward, right leg angles out. Make sure that you step forward in your fighting stance and angle out in your fighting stance. We're gonna do one more drill, and then we're gonna do a footwork only round. So one more drill after this, and it's just going to be a slide out. So we're gonna slide out before we angle out. We're gonna do that 8 times in your fighting stance. Move back and angle out. We're gonna do this with both legs, and then we're gonna do a 1-minute footwork drill. So no strikes, just non-stop bouncing, moving, trying everything that you've worked on today. Imagining that there's somebody in front of you and getting that round done. You can do it along with me for 1 minute, or you can watch me do it and then do it by yourself. We're gonna do that in a few seconds, just non-stop moving. Ready? Go. Non-stop moving. Bouncing, breathing, moving, keeping your hands up, switching it up, get creative. If you make a mistake, that's okay. This is just one round on camera for you guys to see, and then you guys can do it on your own. Always moving, switching around, making sure that you're not staying in one spot. No slowing down. This is the last drill that we're doing. This isn't the time to slow down. Keep your hands up, keep moving. You guys are doing great. We're almost done. Just a few seconds. Notice you can do all of the drills that we did. You can try them out, which ones work for you, which ones don't. This is just about getting in that final workout. Whether you're tired, whether there's a few seconds left on the clock, doesn't matter. You have to keep moving. You have to be able to move on command. We're almost done, just a few more seconds. Keep going, we're almost there. Don't get lazy. We're almost done. 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys.